Okay, now we've actually finally got through circuit 1. We'll now do circuit 2, same thing. We'll just go through the exercises, proper technique, show you what you're doing, there's anything to look out for, okay? Okay, first we have the travelling lunge. So we all know our normal lunge position, feet out, and just bring down, make sure knees tracking over toes. What you want to do with your arms again is up to you, on the hips, out in front, behind your head. You just turn it into a travelling lunge by doing one rep after the other with the opposing leg. So as we just stride out and walk, we just stride and lunge down, and then we lunge down, and we just keep that going for our set of reps on each leg we have. Okay, next we have the hand walk-out push-up. So what we want to do is set ourselves, and we're going to use our hands on the floor to walk out to the push-up position, then do a push-up, and then we're going to walk back up to a standing position, and that's one rep. So what we want to do is you stretch down, and you reach out to the floor until you can touch it. So you stretch out in front until you reach the floor, and then we walk out with our hands to our push-up position, push up, and then we walk back, and that's one rep. And again with the push-ups like before, if you want to do them on your knees, you're not quite feeling up to the arms, I'm doing on your toes, sorry, or you'll start to tire and you're not keeping proper technique, you're dipping in the back, or you're just not holding that toe push-up, you can go to the knees after that. So I'll do one with the knees. So we walk out, we go down, and we just drop our knees in, we push up, and then we walk up again. And that's our hand walk-out push-up. Okay, next we just have our lying leg abduction. Leg abduction. What we're going to do is lie on our side, and our elbow underneath ourselves, hand across if you want, and then we are just lifting the leg. Not jerking it up, just lifting until we feel that engagement. And what we're doing here is our gluteal medius. Just doing our reps. If you want to take it up to another level, you're feeling that's not enough or you've got bored with it, you can add a side plank to this. So you're going to do the same leg abduction, but there's two stages you can do. You can lift up and have both hands down here, supporting yourself, and do our leg abduction. Or you can just do one hand with the other hand out of the way there, not supporting you, and down. The whole time we're doing our side plank there, just make sure we're not dipping, our legs or hips aren't touching, we're up on the toes and the elbow. And that's if you want to take that leg abduction to another level, but just the plain ones are fine to start with. Okay, next is the simple plank. We'll go through the different stages you can do with the plank. If we come down, do a simple one. You can come up onto your knees and just hold your plank there. It's very easy level. Okay, next is we come up onto our toes. We hold in front, keep our body nice and flat, core engaged, back flat, legs aren't bending. We can't quite see from the front. I'll swing around so you can see. If we want to take next level, first level is hands together, next level is hands apart. It doesn't feel like much of a difference, but believe me, when you get to the end of the rep of the plank, of your time for holding, you'll feel the difference. Okay, next we're just moving on to a simple backstroke kick. What we're going to do is we get on the floor again. We're going to lie down. We're going to put our hands under our bottoms, and we're going to lift our legs up to about that 6 inches in height. Higher if you need to, you can't hold that. It's hurting too much in your lower back, or you're just getting tired. And then we're just going to alternate our legs, toes pointed, backstroke kicking. From the number of reps we've got on each leg. And believe me, when you start to do a few more of these, you will feel them. Okay, next we have the reverse grip chin up. I don't have a bar in here, I actually have rings, so I'll just show you the reverse grip chin up there. Okay, what we're going to do is get our grip set, and then we're going to lower ourselves down to a full extension. And if you can't quite see, I want you to cross your ankles so that we're not going to have legs flying out the front or getting out overbalanced. Then we're just going to pull ourselves up, chin height, and down. Up, chin height, and down. If you're struggling with these, what you can do is you can do an assist, whether you have a chair underneath that you take some of the weight with your feet, or you can have a band attached to what you're doing a chin up off, whether it's rings like this, or you are using a bar. What I do with this one simply is around one leg, and it assists with the chin up, just taking part of that strain off. Alright, and now we'll move on to our last exercise, where we'll just do a simple crunch or sit up. Alright, and here I'll just add this here. Do not be afraid, especially while you are developing your core strength, to have your feet just up against or hooked under something, or a weight on your feet. So to start with, his feet up against something, down into our sit-up position. What you want to do with your hands is up to you. Across the chest, up the knees, held in front of you, behind the head. The only thing to watch is behind the head is to be careful, especially when being tired, is there is a tendency to jerk the head and you can strain your neck. What we do is we get in our position and we sit up and down. And up and down. Now we don't need, as I say there, to go a full extension. You do as far as you feel you can get. If you full sit up, you're not quite getting there, you need to build to that. You can just do a crunch, sliding your legs up, or again, that's still putting too much difficulty. You raise your legs, put your back flat on the floor, and just until you feel that core engage. Again, there's nothing wrong, is if you feel you're up for a sit up, but you're just not quite getting there, your legs are lifting off the ground, put a weight across the top of your feet, and go. Simple thing to do is keeping our back nice and straight. We're making sure we're going all the way down each time. We're not getting about here and going again. You start to do that, you'll put more strain than you need on your lower back, and you also tend to jerk. Again, that just caution with using the head. When you get tired, there is the tendency to do that and try and pull yourself into each sit-up, and you can do some damage to neck doing that. So just be mindful when you're getting tired, if you are holding your head, not to jerk. I would advise if you got that, you want around your head, have your hands just on the side of your head, not behind it, and up. Okay, and that's circuit 2.